Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in the coffin, but you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin. You try lifting the lid. The enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from opening the lid. You try banging on the lid to unsettle the dirt that maybe somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards you. You just think you're going to die. You don't know where to turn. You don't know who to go to help for. Today might be your last day on earth. In reality, people that do drugs and alcohol are great at repressing the fear of death. So if you have that issue, why not reach out and call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I'll help you take your life back before your life is gone. Folks, slippers under your bed instead of by the edge of your bed at night helps you in the morning when you wake up to see things clearer. In the morning, get up, go towards your bed, and then kneel down and get those slippers that are under your bed. And while you're on your knees, I want you to I ask you to beg you, please, to thank God for everything that you have going in your life, your food, your housing, clothing. Ask God for guidance and direction. Ask God for mercy and forgiveness. If you do this each and every morning when you put those slippers on, you'll be able to put those slippers on, stand straight up, stick your chest out, and walk with God 24/7. Email your personal communication between you and God. Somebody needs a nap. That is my show today. Getting a good night's sleep is so very important. So where do you start? Have you been snapping at people recently for no reason whatsoever? How about making decisions that you instantly regret? Are your emotions getting the best of you? Well, sounds like somebody needs a nap. That's all I have to say to you. Sometimes life can feel that there's not enough hours in a day, so we try to compensate for that by reducing the number of hours we sleep. Ultimately, though, that just comes back to bite us because we end up functioning on super level the next day. Sleep deprivation can affect your judgment, can affect the mood, the motivation, and the results, the lack of energy, for obvious reasons. Being tired can lead to a slew of bad things, including major mood swings and angry outbursts. Unfortunately, if you are in recovery from addiction, we cannot afford the luxury of the symptoms described above. Have you ever heard HALT, which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired? Well, personally, I feel like tired is the most dangerous of them all in the word HALT, the T. It only takes one bad decision and bang, you're back to your old ways, and because you decide to pull an all-nighter. Was it really worth it, my friends? I think no. If you're having trouble falling asleep and it's why you're missing out on good snoozes each and every day, here are some tips to help you catch up on the Z's a little easier, hopefully to improve the quality of your life. Transition into the sleep mode. First off, try to go to bed around the same time every night. Our body, mind respond well to habitual practices, so try to get out of bed the same time each and every day. Give yourself 30 minutes or so to unwind. It works for most children, so why wouldn't it work for you as an adult? Once you decide on your own bedtime, start transitioning into what I call the sleep mode. About an hour before your designated bedtime, start dimming the lights in your home so that you have more of a warm feel to it. Then turn off any exciting stimuli like scary movie or rerun Lost Islands. Try to find something that is fictional to read before bedtime and it won't make you think too much. Finally, lower or raise, however you look at it, your air conditioning so that it's cooler in your home. These changes should help your ability to fall asleep and could reduce the racing mind many of us struggle with. Over time, your body, mind should recognize these changes in your environment and begin to associate them with sleepy time, so falling asleep will get easier and easier. Reverse your psychology yourself. How many times have you tried to use reverse psychology, my friends, on, let's just say someone else? Telling your crush you don't like them in the hopes that they're saying they start to like you in return. Has that ever worked for you? I don't think so. Well, then let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to use reverse psychology on yourself? It's not far-fetched as it sounds. There have been actual studies that led scientists to believe that if a person repeatedly thinks to themselves the words, don't fall asleep while they are laying in bed to fall asleep. They are more likely to fall asleep a lot quicker than the person who is just repeating those words to themselves over and over. Essentially, repeating the words, don't fall asleep, triggers some subconsciously within yourself that wants to rebel against this request, which in turn leads you to fall asleep. If you aren't buying the fact that your mind is subconsciously rebelling against your request, you can just think of it as a mantra. At the very least, you're repeating the same words over and over again in which your mind off whatever insane thoughts that prevented you from falling asleep in the first place. Are you hot or are you cold? Hot or cold? That's a simple question. If you have two choices, hot or cold. Choice one to help you fall asleep is easier, a hot shower. Turn the water as hot as you can safely, stand without burning yourself. A relaxing bath is too okay also. Not only is the hot water relax your muscles, but an effect takes place in where your hot water to the cooler air outside your shower mix beautifully together. Your body temperature drops faster than normal, causing your metabolism to slow down quickly, thus preparing you for a good night's rest. Choice two. Help catch some rest requires you to dunk your face into a bowl of ice water. If you or your mind is racing through to try to fall asleep stages, you might want to consider utilizing this surprisingly calming tool. Dunking your face into ice cold water triggers something called the mammalian drive reflex, the MDR. This reflex helps to lower your blood pressure and heart rate and essentially hits the reset button on your overall mood, thus helping you get ready for bed. Warm glass of milk helps. I'm just kidding. Don't have a warm glass of milk. I'm pretty sure that's just an old wives' tale. Well, you're right, it is. But you can try, though, are a number of different natural supplements that are out there to help produce the feelings of calm, relaxation, and support a good night's sleep. Melatonin is a very popular choice and is something that our body produces naturally every time we go to bed. Anyway, many people take a little extra before they go to bed. It's things like tryptophan, not to be confused with tryptophan, that is your Thanksgiving turkey, is another great supplement that is often used to promote feelings of calm and help reduce anxiety in your body. Finally, 5-HTP or GABA are also great amino acids that can help you improving your feelings for relaxation. Of course, you can find all of these supplements mentioned above at Long Island, or let me spell it out, LIQCOVER PM Formula, otherwise known as, it's like Liquid Recovery Nutrition. This company makes two formulas that are designed for people in recovery of addiction, non-abusable, and are used for recovering addicts at all times. So try to use any one of those that I just mentioned. But the main goal before going to sleep, besides having to get to sleep, is to go to bed without being mad, is to go to bed with a clear mind, is to go to bed with an open heart for anything that you might have experienced during the day. Let today be the first day. Let tonight be the first night. When you take those slippers off and you stick them under your bed so you can practice an email, let tonight be the first night that you get a complete night of sleep. And ask God to direct and guide you through all your nighttime sleep habits. God will be there for you. I will be here for you at 844-405-HELP. Together, you and I and the rest of the world need, and I repeat, need to get some sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours for adults. Try to get some sleep, and with this, I say good night.